Hey everybody, welcome to Bomb Squad. I'm Dan Stacy, and you are about to witness my nerdy family and I use silly voices and exploding dice to tell a good story. And we have tonight an RPG MRE.
An RPG MRE. Wait, Ryan.
That's
gotta do it. 3, 2, 1. Oh! I'm back.
Hey!
Okay.
I'm so hungry.
I watched that.
Ryan, it looks like a little bit of this rubbed off.
Yeah.
Oh.
What is going on?
There was an issue in the swap.
I ran out of time shaving. I won't go into the whole story. Patreon.
You only shaved part of it.
Yes.
You can raise your mic
ran
up.
out of time.
What's that?
Do you want to raise your mic up? You can. You're fine.
Oh, you're right. I grabbed it.
Yes.
No, that was
Okay.
instinctive. Hello.
I was just giving you permission.
RP.
Yes.
G.
MR. Thank you. RPG
Nothing
MRE.
changes.
This, as I've been told, to lead with is a banana peanut butter.
Nope.
No, peanut butter banana.
Yep.
Oh, it's okay. Pancake. So it's delicious. It's actually I genuinely eat these for
They
dessert.
smell good.
So I only like it now
was the
with
most
real
Austin
maple
bite.
syrup, and you got to dip it. But we didn't have a way to dip it, so we're eating it together. So
Mine
yeah,
looks like sausage.
this one actually
Is it all gone?
It tastes really good, but not right
Still have
now.
room.
I tried to. This is leftover from
He
last
looks
night,
like one of Quinn's squirrel buddies.
and I had to refrigerate the batter, and then I tried cooking it tonight, and it didn't work. So I think I gave you guys the better one. So hopefully yours tastes okay. Anyways, here we go.
Very good.
Awesome.
Can you all chew louder into the mic?
Just a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Backstory.
Oh, just a little bit there.
Thank you.
I'm missing it. Hold on.
Who invited this kid over here?
Oh, I can't do.
Smack it. No,
That's
no.
okay.
That's fine.
Don't worry, you
That's
still
all.
got
Survive.
the ice swish and. All right. Real quick announcements. As always, join us Wednesdays on Rumble Live, 6:30 p.m. Eastern for our After Quest show. I'll be getting close to the end of Nobles, I think. Oh, no. I'm forgetting. I don't have the extras.
Yeah.
But we are shooting an extra thing with Adam from the Interplanar Crossroads when he comes up. So there will be a little buffer before the next session. And of course, check his channel out. We do the themed monthly collaborations. We just shot Pocktober Around the Hearth. So as we're getting into these episodes, we'll be entering Neolithic November. So join us for those. If
I was
you're-
in those.
Yes, Kristen was in those chats. That was fun. And Scrat, of course, a Squirrel Plays, and I think that was it. We had a smaller group that time. So check out Interplanar Crossroads, interplanarcrossroads.com, and we'll be seeing him soon for movie night around the garden, over the garden wall. There it is.
Nice.
All right.
That's a rock fact.
That's a rock fact. All right. I think that's it. We need to get into this because life, kids. Let's see.
Action.
Action. Well, all right, that works. Let's dive into the most actioniest episode of Bomb Squad.
That's not there.
Okay.
Wait. Go.
We dive back in. All right, here we go. I'm actually going to reset this for... we talked too long. But it's bonus content. For Patreon logos, you can get that if you join the ever-growing forest known as Avenue Studios. But for now, we're going to adjust the music a little. And then, as always, we pick up right where we left off.
Wow, that was a tough fight defeating the necromancer. So we're done, right?
Yeah,
We're all
we are.
done.
We won. We win now.
Awesome.
So it's
Wrap
also,
up.
we get our like boss loot at the end. We go back and trade through the the cities, be heralded as nobility.
Yes.
Happily ever after is really what I think we shot for, and I think we got it. This was great. Thanks for joining us along the way.
The end.
Pim Bam,
None of
Iliad,
that
and
happened.
Quinn crashing in as Quinn detransitions from giant dragon into his normal form, but like he had said, skin on fire, can't even be touched right now. Brick, you're holding B, I think if I remember correctly, the body of B, and then there was an amazing scene of Quinn using all the tools within the cursed toolkit to remove all of the strange growths and extra appendages from B's body and return her back to a more normal looking state, but at the cost of many Arc heroes. So the light in the Archelon has dimmed now to just barely a fading light. Everybody has at least 2 fatigue. Some of you have 3 fatigue. Some of you have lethal damage. I think everybody's HP is low. Brick, please roll Ajax a 1d4 for Ajax, as he's going to take some lethal damage.
Does it explode?
Yeah.
Do it again.
5.
All right, 5 lethal damage on Ajax, as Ajax did go to 0 during that fight while B was quite literally ripping him apart. That'll have to be healed with the help of Nori later on. Actual repairs will need to be done. And let's see. I think we'll get to Brick. You're going to be taking a new flaw, but I think we will get to that later in session. Because I know we had talked about it here, but I think I'm going to move that to later.
Yeah. Am I... We had ended last episode with that goodbye for B. Had Brick
Yes.
come out of death yet? I don't remember.
No, I believe it was the memory
Okay.
that we ended with.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
So
comment
is he
below
still
if I'm
in?
wrong, but I think we can. You guys are coming out of death, unless there's something you'd like in that moment, still there,
Well, I would
kind of
just...
standing in the water.
Like, for Aurora, what is it like to come out of death? And as someone who...
It's well, if you've never experienced it before, for her it's very normal, but for you it might be coming out of like a freezing pool of water kind of idea. So you're like catching your breath, and it would be quite a shock to be able to jump back into your body, and you're still cold. Mm-hmm. So
Okay. So yeah, Brick is coming out, gasping and shivering, and he'll come out gasping and then look down at B's body and then just re-experience everything before he went into death. And Quinn already closed her eyes, right? That was part of his healing. Okay.
Yep.
Then he's just gonna hold her. He's just gonna hold her body for a minute
Okay.
and try to gather himself.
And
Nothing's like happening immediately, right?
not
There's-
immediately, no. I think what we're going to say, because you guys had collapsed that elevator and then Brick was able to close the doors during the fight. But the display that Iliad had noticed, there's a display that connects the helm of the ship where you guys all are now to the elevator room that leads to the engine room. So you guys can see and hear what's going on in the elevator room. And I think as there's this quiet moment for a second where Aurora and Brick are there, Iliad, you're actually relatively in the best of shape right now. 2 levels of fatigue, I think, but no lethal damage. So you're kind of seeing that. Maybe you catch that you can hear sounds, and maybe there's a little audio meter on the display as well, that there's clinking and hammering sounds, some sounds coming from the elevator right now. Not too intense, but there's definitely activity behind the doors that you can't see. And it's pretty good seeing that Brick is holding B cold still. There's like crystal on your beard or your scruff there and your hair. And meanwhile, Quinn with Pim Pam nearby is radiating off heat.
Aurora put her hand on Brick's shoulder. Not say anything, but just to be there.
Is Quinn nearby too?
Yeah, you guys are all.
I mean,
they had
We're
come
all
crashing in.
We're all huddled pretty close.
Brick is going to really quietly, without looking at either of you, just say thank you. Thank you. And then he's going to sniff an inhale, try to shakily stand himself up, still holding B's body. Ajax,
Commander.
let's figure out what we can. What's the status of the ship?
Not good, at least from what I can tell. But I think I need to get access to the internal network. Maybe we can get over to those Helm computers and see what we can access.
Okay. Aurora, Brick is gonna kind of like give you B's body and just lean her up against you and kind of look at you, asking if it's okay. And
I got her.
he'll pause for a minute just in looking at her before he lets go of her, and then trying to keep his shoulders back, walking up to the helm, to the computer, and he wouldn't like plug Ajax in or anything, but
No, I have a feeling like it's through the suit itself, like actually, or maybe he just needs to be in a proximity.
yeah, okay.
Proximity, like some kind of Wi-Fi proximity, and things start popping up on the screen. So I think we're gonna do some rolls with the first. There's gonna be an ongoing challenge event through these episodes while we're still on the glass, and these ones are going to determine the difficulty of the next challenge event in the next episode, which then will determine some narrative stuff for our plan, hopeful plans for the rest of the story. So, let's take some time to talk about what everyone's going to do right now for this first set of rolls, because people could use some healing. Brick's going to be investigating. You could investigate the noises and stuff or get a sense of things. And then also you can RP with each other a little bit too, just to get back into the current state of things. So Brick and Ajax are going to be doing the computer.
Yep.
So you can roll Ajax logic or spin me a tail if he's got an extraordinary attribute that would make sense.
To just figure out what's going on with the ship.
Yeah, see how much he has. Now you have an additional, so whoever rolls, Brick or Ajax, has advantage from the companion. And then you also have an advantage from previously when you had hacked the door, you did an exceptional success.
Okay.
So in this situation, some kind of additional information is going to help Ajax in this moment.
So it'd be a flat roll with my 2 fatigue.
Right. With the challenge events, every level of fatigue you have is a disadvantage for the challenge events.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Can I use Ajax's presence?
Oh, sure. Okay.
It's like coming home.
Oh, that's cool.
Like when you're away from home for like a few weeks,
Okay.
and like you get that smell of, oh, that's what my house smells like, I remember. And
Yes. No, I like that idea. That it's also how it feels good to be working with something that makes sense.
Yes.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Absolutely. Advantage from Brick. Advantage from previously. We can think about what information that would be.
so 2 levels of fatigue is two disadvantage, right?
Yep.
So 2 disadvantage.
You're at a straight roll right now.
Okay, so it's a straight roll.
And this will be CR 18.
17.
Want to spend a legend point?
Yes, I do.
So it begins.
So it begins.
Always a chance.
It hit the giant mug.
If it wasn't there, I would have made it.
Yeah. All right, red is success. To hearken to our short, red is okay. I wish I had
I got
blue.
re mad watching that short.
You gotta check out our shorts if you haven't. Black is bad for this one, but and red is good. So we have one success on that one. One legend point spent. And we'll go around. Everybody kind of give a little description of what you're thinking. We'll decide a roll, and then we'll kind of put it all together in a picture and find out what Brick finds out. Anyone can help Brick theoretically with what he's doing too.
Feels like Iliad's curious and wants to do something along that, and also let him know what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
I don't know, unless everyone else has already heard that.
No, absolutely.
Well, maybe
I can
they
let
did, but-
everybody. You know for sure. Everybody
Okay.
else can decide right now if they're in a headspace to notice it, and then
Probably
Iliad.
not.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I thought. So Iliad, why don't you do perception then?
Okay.
If you want to spend your observant perk for an auto success, you can do that now, or save it for later in session, something like that. But that is an option for you.
Sure, I'll use it. Yeah.
Okay, then that's another success. You don't have to roll for that one. So Iliad's basically, you're going over, you're going to point out to Ajax, and you're going to be watching what Ajax is doing. And one of the things you're going to start to kind of get some kind of sense what he's doing, but you're able to help him. Yeah.
I might want to go first, only because what I would like to do is be able to, while we're all still pretty close together, is be able to take away one of those levels of fatigue.
Yep.
And so maybe even before Brick gets up, it's already happened, so it's already happened. I just
Yeah,
trying to look at proximity and all that kind of stuff too. So
Yeah.
let me know if that needs to be an additional.
No, we can, we'll have, no, you can still hit Brick, but I like the idea that he just went, he's in the zone. It doesn't
Sure.
even matter. And you're kind of trying to walk around because you're moving slow.
Yeah, I'm moving very
Just
slow.
starting to cool off now where like Pim Bam will notice like you can start to feel that heat
Good.
going away where he's
Well, even that, I was thinking, being able to how I restore each person would be specific to them,
oh cool.
and just thinking of something narratively for Quinn and Brick, but to be able to, if he has any roles to be able to do and stuff. For
Yeah.
The future.
So you're hitting everybody 1, 2, 3, 4 yourself and Archelon.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 6 total. So CR starts at the restoration level you need to hit for fatigue, which I am not 100% sure on actually. Do you have restoration up a chance?
Yeah.
Because it'll affect a Bane. What level is fatigue? The fatigue Bane, is that 5? I can't think off the top of my head.
That sounds right.
Might.
It's not that.
Good old hero muster. Means fatigue is 5. So we're
is
starting at a CR 20. That's what you would have to roll to get a power level 5.
Okay.
And then to do everybody else, it's going to be a 1 more point to the CR for each person you're trying to do. Would be 26.
Okay.
I think is a good way to do that.
Okay.
You do have your disadvantages.
Yep.
If you, I have a deal with it if you want, but I don't know.
So I rolled a 24.
Oh, okay.
So 2 of us would miss out.
No, I'd say that's close enough for a legend point spend. Within 2, I'm okay if you want to spend a legend point to succeed on
Okay.
that.
Then I will
Yeah,
definitely do that then.
because you'd be at 25 there, and then you would have rolled another advantage.
Oh, that's true.
2 points is
Okay, then that
Perfectly
would have
reasonable.
done it. That's interesting. I forgot about that. Yeah.
okay. Cool. But this means everybody loses 1 level of fatigue now. So
Does Brick as well?
yes, he did do it. You just decided to roll before he was able to get to you.
We had talked previously about it being a special.
Oh,
fatigue.
you want to have one of those right now?
I think so.
Okay.
I think that makes sense.
So this is part of Brick's new flaw. We'll go into it a little more in an RP scene, but legend point then, since you're choosing to keep it. Pim Pam?
Pim Pam's as Quinn is like becoming like actually like cool enough to handle. She's going to like slide her hands over his shoulders and just hug him from behind and give him a bit of a squeeze, pat your chest, and you have a dragon-shaped cookie. And she's just like, it's kind of sweet, and it'll pick you back up a bit.
Very cool. What are you thinking of rolling?
It would just be alteration for healing, but she can dish
cool.
out that for a healing effect.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely.
But starting out with Quinn and just making sure that he's got some encouragement.
Okay.
Like, that was really awesome.
Quinn's pretty glaze-eyed still. He's looking forward. He's actually specifically focused on Brick. And there's a lot of focus on Brick. And we didn't necessarily get into the narrative part of the restoration, but maybe eventually. But his entire focus is going to be just watching Brick.
That's fine. Pim Pam will keep talking. Like, you're really awesome there. Like, you can tear things up, but you know, you're also really cool that you can patch this up too, and don't feel down that you couldn't save her. Like, you saved her in Brick's mind. You can see that appreciation. That's all you could do. Don't let it get to you.
Now, with the roll, are you wanting to eventually do a healing on everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then, so I was going to, you reminded me too, this is just mechanics, sorry, I don't want to interrupt too much, but mechanics, nobody is getting a resting heal like normal. So wherever your HP is right now, that's where it is. So Pim Pam's healing will literally let everybody roll. And it's going to be whatever you
23.
get. 23? Okay, minus 6 since you're trying to hit everybody is 17. So everyone
Should
gets...
be enough for restoration.
Yeah,
or
there's
the
different levels. So
healing
whatever
to the D6.
healing
So everyone should have the D6
What is
one.
that, 17? I think that's right.
Yeah,
I'm
because
blanking.
3 gives you D6.
Yep. So everybody rolls a D6 a heal.
When you take lethal damage, when you're not at full HP, that still decreases your HP, right?
Yes, your HP goes down, but then also your max HP goes down the amount of lethal. So you can't heal it again.
Okay.
You were the most alive out of all of us anyway.
This is true.
Yeah.
So you're fine.
You got a 1.
What power level is the D6? I'm sorry, I'm blanking.
It's like power level 3, but it's like the second one because
'Cause
it
you
rolls
have-
1, 3, 5, 7s.
Oh, because you have, technically it's with alteration, it's not
Alteration.
heal, it's the ongoing, I can't think of the word now. Man, my brain.
Regeneration.
Regeneration, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 3, it is the power level 3 one then with
yes.
that roll. And so that's a +1 is our homebrew. So 2.
Oh,
half,
so it's plus
half
one?
rounded down
wait.
added.
So you add
Whatever
one
you
more?
roll +1. Yep.
Oh.
Half rounded down.
And would this be on Ajax or Brick?
They can both have it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Your cookie's going to be a cartoony distortion of the monsters. Because she doesn't exactly know the significance of them, but hopes it's going to make you smile.
Probably not.
You still heal. You feel
I
better.
still heal.
Like it's
like
almost
medicine.
worse.
Yes.
This was Bob.
They're dead.
Aurora is going to walk over to where Pim Pam is as you come off of Quinn. We need to talk. Not now.
She'll give Quinn like another quick squeeze, hand you one that looks like Larry has like the little tongue sticking out and everything like that. Like, yeah, we didn't have these things back then, did we? pass you the cookie. Just be like, how they've changed. You remember the Reeks? The Reeks were fine.
Stay with the team, Pim.
Of course. Where am I going? We're already here.
And she'll go off into a space to be able to, I'm hoping to be able to use detection to be able to map out where the things are.
Very cool. Okay.
So the prescience. So I did get 1 level of fatigue healed or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Everybody was healed 1 level.
So now
of
I'm still
fatigue.
disadvantaged 2,
Right.
but I have 1 and more advantage. So
You have an advantage from Malik.
okay, so I'm a
Will help
straight
you
roll
with
then.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, they sound pretty.
They do. It didn't roll in that one. I got new dice. 15.
15. Okay.
Better.
Yeah. Yep.
Hash on legend fight. I should have done before.
No. Yeah. Go ahead, because that would get you to a 16, which puts you 4 above. For detection, is only power level 1. And I was thinking, however many more you get over that, kind of expands your range.
Okay. Can I still
that'll
roll
take-
the other
Cool.
one?
Sure, if you would like to.
Perks of being married today.
Yeah.
So we add those together.
Yes, right. dear.
24.
Okay. Very good.
25.
Yay. Cool. And Pim Pam was a success, right? We got that was everybody. So we got 5 successes. So that'll unlock an opportunity event in a second. Quinn, let's have Quinn and Pim Pam. Why don't you finish your cookie descriptions?
Yeah.
And then we'll do Quinn's descriptions.
And the last one is walking over to Iliad, and she's just going to like raise an eyebrow, give a real sharp look, and then the cookie that she hands out is a key. There's no explanation given. It's just a key, like a skeleton key. Nice and big and everything like that.
It kind of looks around and reluctantly grabs it, gives a nod, looks back at this insane display of electronics.
She's going to shoulder up to Iliad and be like, what you looking at?
I'm not sure. Brick, what are we looking at?
There'd be a few screens up displayed over. You can see there's like windows towards the front, and there's HUD-like displays coming up over them, and you see like the displays get like cracked and broken as it comes to where B's fungus
Repair,
growth
yeah.
was, where it's broken, and you can see the glass is also shattered there. There's lots of charts and lists, diagrams of the ship, diagrams of the ship that we saw coming in, spots red, yellow, green, blue, and lots of scrolling information. It looks like somebody's scrolling through stuff. Can I look for specific things, or is
No,
that
well-
gonna be next?
Full success, so more successes than fails. That's the first round we're doing, having everybody roll. And let's see. What? We'll have to have someone behind the scenes. Join Patreon and Locals if you want to find out why.
It's Santa
Mwah,
Claus.
mwah. Shh.
better.
Spoilers.
The way Dan was talking, it sounded like a woman entered the room or something. No offense.
Almost. All right, here we go. So no, Brick.
No,
you're
he's
gonna
like,
get- All right, ready? Focus, you guys. Focus.
Sorry.
Okay, so the only thing I want to ask. Oh wait, let's get Quinn's restoration. You had some unique things you want to do for restoration.
I guess we can just do them real quick. Because everyone's just, it doesn't make sense anymore. Because
Well, it
everybody's
could have
moving.
happened before. That's
So,
fine too.
but,
Sorry, buddy.
No, it's fine. Just kind of what was in my head is, as Quinn leaves, Pim Pam, or Pim Pam leaves Quinn, whichever one happened first. There's going to be a sudden flash of heat from him to her, and it's not going to feel comfortable. Like it's going to almost burn.
Okay.
Like it's gonna feel that like painful.
That's fine. She was with you like even while you were still pretty flaming hot.
Yeah, but even then it was one of those like, I mean, you get the radiant heat and all that kind of stuff, but there was this flash of radiation, almost having that jump back reaction for you. He's gonna slowly stand up. He's gonna look towards Iliad, and Iliad, there's gonna be his eyes are gonna kind of flash into flames, similarly to like the Falcons, and it's just that acknowledgement and he's gonna head nod to Iliad as he passes on. For Aurora, he's going to hold her hand, and it's that recognition from a time before, a moment that they had previously of just them being kin and them being cousins, and it's just one of those. Family is still here. We're still together. And what he wanted to do is be able to walk up to Brick, and Brick is in the middle of doing something. And by this time, he's going to, as he's passing and as he holds Aurora's hand as much as he can, he looking at B.
Well, because she was walking away too. I like the idea you guys are walking by and just
looking at B. It's more of a graze, but the recognition of kin. But because I know she was holding B at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But as he goes past, he's looking at B and he starts to cry, and for the recognition of loss. And then he's going to come up behind Brick and he's gonna hug Brick, and the heat that he feels and the coldness that Brick has is essentially going to create steam.
Nice.
And it's just this trying to heal him, not of health, not of anything like this, just of being cold, and to feel warm, that sensation of being out of death, he wanting to take him out of death, so that there's no lingering feel, that he's not looking for a response, and I think you would recognize that it's just a closeness. But Quinn is still crying. You don't have to recognize that. You don't have to know that. But Quinn is very much aware of the loss that he just had, and the significant loss from the Archelon. Remembering that even from our hero, and what you just experienced, and maybe how similarly that might have felt for you. And he is in pain both for himself and for Brick, and wanting to be able to give some kind of comfort, even if it's just warmth, so that you can not feel like you're in death. So that was, respond to it as is, but if not, like, continue to do your thing.
No, I think Brick actually would respond to that. I think he wouldn't say anything, but he would turn back towards you with his helmet up and look at you for a second, and then just stare for a little bit, do that, and then turn back.
He's gonna stay close. Quinn remembering the words of following Brick and being close and supporting him and waiting for Brick to tell him what to do next. He's just gonna be ready.
Could Aurora
Yeah.
follow Quinn up, too? And I imagine that she's, when she's detecting, she's actually seeing in the sea of stars, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So in my mind, it's almost like she's there at the board, but she's not seeing the technology. She's seeing it in her own kind of way, and is able to relay it to Brick of what she's feeling and seeing around.
That's cool.
And we would all be basically there because Pim
You
Pam
came up
and
with
David
Iliad.
went as well. So
I love that.
or, yeah.
We need to
Wow, I have the first. 4 years at the first.
Everybody drink. Skull. Zechariah's got a shot.
Good stuff.
That was the perfect time to save it for. How's it feel, buddy?
Wow,
He's gonna be good for a while.
that's amazing.
Sugar high.
It's straight pure maple syrup, guys. That why would you?
Literally
Look,
was.
look,
He's not.
There's
joking.
no reason. There's no reason to ever have a shot of whiskey or bourbon or anything ever again. Just get grade
up
A
maple
maple
syrup.
syrup.
I
and
can
just
do that.
Do it straight.
I'm all over that one.
David put one egg in those pancakes and ruined Zechariah for life.
I know. So I'm going. I'm like, I'll just take the syrup.
All right. Anyways,
All right.
that was funny. Thank you guys.
Quick, wash it down with a Mountain Dew. You'll be fine.
Finish it. Okay.
Diabetes is a myth. That's a myth.
All right. It's really serious, you guys.
Yeah.
Really serious. Beautiful
Yeah.
moment. I love this idea of the
Silhouette.
shot.
It's dark.
Yeah, lit by the light of the cameras. We're gonna have Lenny and Malik kind of taking over, holding on to B right now, as you guys are having this moment as a team.
She didn't want to let her go.
Oh, you have her.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah. I mean,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because you have decent. She has supernatural strength with her entropy. So
I do.
That's quite a beast
I
of
do.
a-
Is it only view screens in here, or is there actually window?
There's
Tell me.
there's windows, but I don't know if you would know they're windows. They're windows that have been
Blacked out.
shuttered.
Okay, so we can't see the
metallic
stars in
shut-
here.
No, you can't
Okay.
see. You can't.
Okay.
It'd be cool if you could see
That would be-
Planet Beyond.
It's yeah.
Yeah,
I think that'd be
everything's
cool if
shuttered.
we have that on one of the displays.
So yeah, okay, just kind of on
just like
display.
that horizon thing, because you guys aren't terribly far out of atmosphere right now. So it would be hard to. You can't see the whole planet, but there could be this cool. Yeah, just the idea of one of the stars setting on the horizon.
Oh, I love the idea of the displays that are like half broken from where the growth was. Though those displays that are kind of not usable still maintain, because when there's no display up, it's a display of what you would see if there was windows. And I like that those
okay.
still have.
That's cool.
So it's like this shattered view of the stars.
Cool.
Okay, that's what
Love that.
Pim Pam is like looking at. Is looking at that. But present with the team, probably hand on Quinn still, but like looking out at that.
Very cool. That's a great shot, guys. So unlocking an opportunity event. First, we'll go through info. I mean, Ryan, you and I have kind of talked, so you know, basically you're getting everything. So maybe we'll just role play a little for everybody else. So maybe lead me in questions or something, I guess.
First thing would be status of the ship. What are the capabilities?
Well, the glass isn't going to fly anymore, at least not like this. Major repairs, there's a lot of damage everywhere. I can't even tell where we would be able to activate any airlocks right now. There's, of course, the helm damage. I mean, there's error reports. I am running into a little problem. I'm getting a lot of errors. It seems our internal clocks are off, which I suppose makes sense with our difference in arrival times. But I keep getting checksum failures every time I try to download. I'm downloading everything, though.
Okay. So she's grounded for now.
Relatively. The engine could be restarted, theoretically.
All right.
But
What about the crew?
it's you're going to start seeing a list. There's two lists going. One is MIA, one's KIA. Everyone on the crew is listed as KIA or MIA. The MIA are simply that there are no biological readings left. They are no longer on the ship to be read. Everybody else is listed KIA.
He's gonna pause for a second and swallow. Where's Tarek?
Lieutenant Commander Tarek, missing in action. His biometrics are not on the ship.
Brick is gonna breathe a sigh of relief at that. That he's not. Obviously, he's probably dead, but he's not that.
He's not below. Aurora, I'm going to give you something once we're done with this, too, with what you're looking at. And Iliad too, and that'll be the opportunity event.
Can we contact out to the whip?
No, I have no access to the whip whatsoever. There's nothing but the final emergency messages on there, coming straight from the Synod.
Nothing from the Bones or Sam.
No, not in, well, according to this global clock, not in 20 plus years.
Okay. Anything about where we are?
We do see the last movement was from the Bones. And, well, it looks like Dr. Manand did it to the edge of the universe. And then we lose tracking. We're outside of what was known.
Outside of the expansion.
Yep.
Okay. Can we get any live feeds going? What does the engine room look like?
I'm having trouble with the engine room specifically, which is where we're going to unlock the opportunity event, actually. But he'll be able to get some stuff up right now. Aurora, as Brick's talking with Ajax, you're looking at the displays and seeing it, and you hear Iliad and Pimpam talking about the sounds there. And looking in there, you can see through that there's undead clawing, and you get the sense as Ajax is starting to turn on more cameras and feeds, you can see that there's some climbing up. There's no like one at a time coming through like holes or cracks of something, because you're not quite seeing the ship, but you're seeing these pings of undead trying to crawl up the now completely destroyed elevator shaft, and kind of slowly a mass is gathering around the doors, moving around it. And as Ajax turns on some of the external cameras, Iliad, you catch with your observant perk a weird flapping texture crawling across the outside of the ship and starting to crawl in to one of the holes down under into the engine room, because there's a bunch of damage there where there looks like there was some doors and that part has been smashed in, and a portion of the ship to the engine room is open to space, and it flaps in, and as you look at it, you get the feeling, like the tormentor inside gets excited for a second, and it seems like it's Necromancer, one of the Necromancer sails. So, opportunity event.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Can I communicate that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it, and then we'll roll something to see if we can see inside the engine room.
Everyone, we have a big problem. I don't like this.
What do you see?
Let's just say it didn't seem friendly, but something just climbed in the ship.
Oh. Well, then let's not be friendly.
I mean, I'm all for that, but how can we prepare?
What did it look like?
Just saw a flap of something.
We know what that is.
Probably.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
They're coming up the shaft.
No matter what happens, they cannot have control of this ship. The glass is capable of going anywhere. They can't have it.
Brick, why don't you roll Ajax logic for the opportunity event to see if you can gain an additional thing.
With the fatigue?
With Ajax has only lethal damage, actually.
Oh, okay.
Because he did not get fatigue from... I don't think he got hit with any fatigue from anything.
Okay.
And he has one advantage from Brick.
Wow. That is a 2.
A 2 total.
A 1 and a 1.
I thought you guys were super excited.
Oh wait, so sorry. I did it inverse. A 3.
Oh, even better.
A nat 1
right.
with a 2 on the d6.
Well, get it out now. There's just an opportunity event. However, by the time Ajax gets everything turned on, alerts are going off, Commander. It looks like they're trying to fire up the engine. I don't exactly know how, but at this point, I wouldn't set aside any kind of.
Could they do it?
I mean, if they had some. Normally, I'd say no, but if there's some kind of supernatural effect going on here, I don't see why not. What they could do with the ship with the engine fired up, I don't know. But
Fire
it
it
is
up?
definitely what they are attempting to do.
Fired up? Sound like anyone I know?
What? Is there anything you can do from here?
Ajax, can we shut it off?
We can certainly attempt to, but the ship is not wanting to interact with me due to our global clocks being off. They seem to be trying to also restrict us from access to the engine room. So we're going to have to do something fast.
How many are down there?
Well, let's find out. Next challenge event.
Okay.
Runaway bead.
That counts as a success.
That was that.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Right in front of your table. Right to the left under
Oh,
our
it went
table.
under a little bit.
I do have extra.
Left
Like
under
right
the
where
table.
your foot would be when you're sitting.
Oh, you got it! Thanks, buddy. Yay! Oh, he exists in
Look at him
multiple
go.
universes.
Quinception!
Goosebumps.
I like when there's two of. I like when there's two of him.
Or 3 for that matter.
Three's a crowd. Okay. All right. What are we doing to get more information or get ready for something to happen? As doors are starting to want to pull open and they're trying to activate the engine.
Pim Pam's gonna like click egress in and lock eyes with Iliad. Want to get some information?
Wait, what?
Want to get some information? We gotta do it quick.
We have to do it quick, but we need to work as a team.
Let's do it.
Pim, you can't go down there. You cannot go to the engine room. It's open to vacuum. There's no atmo in there.
What's that mean?
You can't breathe. You'll die within 15 seconds.
Really?
Yes.
I think we should trust him on this one. I have no idea what any of this is. What's another option?
I need to know what the situation is in the engine room. Aurora, can you see how many are down there? I know it's far, but I need to know if we can win this fight.
Is that something I can do? Can I do prescience again?
Did they die?
I'm going to have you roll your entropy to power up your presence, your prescience.
Okay.
I think they did.
I could do it too.
Yeah, that's true too.
Oh,
So you guys could work in
they don't need to
tandem.
breathe.
No. No. I
Aurora,
think they do.
let's do it together.
Yeah, I think. Can I like how does yours work? Because I literally see through the sea of stars.
I see through everything living. I detect living things. I detect the absence of living things through my mother.
Can I somehow give Quinn some sight?
We're gonna watch Brick really carefully. Right?
Make sure he doesn't do
he's
that.
doing the
Brothers are
head
having a
bubble thing.
conversation right now.
He's having a head bubble thing. It's his new like. I think I have a memory.
Maybe I'm constipated. I don't
That's
know.
right. Hey.
So you guys can both roll those, and then we'll.
So if we wanted to combine your entropy and my
Okay.
ability to see the lack of living things, we can do it together.
Let's do it.
That would allow us probably to see a greater distance and more clarity than we could normally have.
Yeah, because the engine room, what is it? It's over a quarter mile?
It would be at least a quarter mile.
At least a quarter mile from where you guys are.
Can we bolster or something?
We can
What
get
could-
them can get you
Yeah,
there
Elliot, you can
close
bolster.
real
I'll
fast.
bolster. Okay, I'll bolster.
Because Rick, you just need us to know where things are.
I need to know how many are down there. If it's 15, we can clear it out. We cannot have any on board this ship. But if there's too many, we need to consider other options.
Okay.
What happens at 5 seconds?
You would lose consciousness most likely.
Pim.
Pim, you are
3
not
seconds.
leaving the team. Pim,
Pim.
you are not leaving the team.
I don't. Pim. Listen to them. Trust me. Trust me. We might need that, but that is a last resort. That is a last resort because you will probably die. And I'm not having that on my conscience. Stay here. If we need to do that, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Okay. I can't find the bolster. Where's my
Well,
bolster?
you would roll presence
Oh.
or your influence. I think they're the same.
Okay. Yes.
I'm going to also.
Do you need time to think on Pim Pam or
No. I got my answer.
Oh, but what do you roll for what she's rolling right now?
Not anything yet.
Nothing yet? Okay. Okay.
Did you get a nat 20?
Yes.
Not gotten an nat 20 in like
Does feel like it's been a while.
so
Hey.
8, 20.
Yeah.
Do I drop one with my
What are you?
wait, am I still
Are you a
fatigued?
2D?
Do I need to roll at a disadvantage?
Yeah, that doesn't take away your nat 20. though.
Okay.
No,
that,
no.
That,
Just roll one more.
Right. One more
these,
d6.
and then take the two lowest.
correct.
So take
All
these
right.
two.
So 6, so 26 plus 36. I shall take that.
Nice. Yeah, that's exceptional, I do believe, because you have power level 6, right?
At least 6, yeah.
Yeah, so that's exceptional. 10 over. Okay, so that's 2 successes there from Iliad.
We hold hands.
So
and start
you guys
singing
aren't
Kumbaya.
actually bolstered, but Iliad gave you. And we dive back in. Sorry, OBS crashed on us. So carrying on, I think we've got it all fixed. Thank you, Alex, as always. We got Iliad's number. We've got a extraordinary success. So that's 2 successes there. So we are looking at now Quinn and Aurora's rolls. I'm going to be using as the CR, I forgot to tell you guys ahead of time, is the True Sight CR. So levels of True Sight. That's just to mark the numbers. I got it up.
Okay.
Will show me like how well do you guys do on this.
Got it.
Okay.
So minimum of 20 to succeed.
I think I'm a straight roll because I had 2 fatigue now, but then I have Malik and the bolster.
You don't have advantage from the bolster. That's just
I
because
forgot
we're in a
that.
challenge
Okay.
event. Yeah,
Yeah, so that dude.
But Ilya got you guys 2 successes within it.
I'm just wondering.
What about us working together?
Yeah, what we could either do is have one of you roll and the other person has advantage, or you both roll for an attempt at 2 successes. So it's really, that's the trade-off for you guys. Like if you both roll, you could get 2 successes and risk 2 failures. If one of you rolls, you're at additional advantage for having help, but you'll only get 1 success unless you extraordinary.
So I've already rolled,
Okay.
and so I mean maybe we'll do this for you. So I got a 25.
Okay.
So it is a success. So if you want to use that as a bonus to you for both rolls, so you get to roll straight.
Okay.
Or
the
I'll
same,
treat
or-
it as a legend point for Quinn if you want, and try to get him to an extraordinary success.
Wait, what?
So instead of you rolling, you could basically be giving him a legend point and see if you can make his 25 35. Or you roll and just try to get 1 normal success.
I might as well just go for an extraordinary, right?
Sure. No, that's up to you.
Because that means I have 1d10 to be able to roll an extraordinary.
Right.
So that means I have 1d10 to roll 10.
No, 30 would be extraordinary. Sorry.
So I have to
So
20.
1d10 to roll 5.
Yeah, and you've got a +1. I'm treating it straight as a legend point, so,
So
you're now
4 and
at
up?
26. He's got to roll 4 or higher.
I got a 6.
Of course he did. Ryan, both size and rolls his
Yeah.
eyes. Yes.
I know what I'm doing for my challenge whenever it comes back around to me.
Okay,
I know what I'm
awesome.
doing for this round.
I got
Cool.
a 6.
We'll do Pim Pam next then, and then we'll end with Brick. So, okay, so that's another exceptional. So that's 2
I think
successes.
that Aurora is actually going to have smoke come out, but it's going to actually cover over Quinn's eyes
Sure.
Oh, cool.
instead. So maybe it's kind of like almost like a filter for him to see through.
That's very interesting. Okay, I have an idea for this. I think I'll paint a picture for this one.
Okay.
At the end, yeah.
I'm wondering, can I see the result of that before I
You
choose
decide.
what I want to do?
Sure, we'll do Pim Pams then.
Because Pim Pams is engaging you because of our conversation and talking about like that piece about the vacuum. So I'm going to argue I want Pim Pam to roll learning.
Okay.
What she is doing then is she's engaging Brick and says, "How do I kill them?"
Pim is literally asking
Literally
that.
asking Brick, "How do I kill them?"
Like the zombies, or
She doesn't know what the things are.
Gotcha.
Just like them, indicating like
all of it.
all of it.
Gotcha.
I don't know. They need to be torn apart. That's the only way they stopped coming back.
Torn apart. Right. That's how they die. I'm asking you to tell me, how do I kill them? There's a lot of unknowns with them. You understand me. How do I kill them? What do I do?
You need to start by surviving.
Survive.
We need to know the battlefield. We don't.
Do you need someone to map it? I don't have to jump out of the ship or into danger, but I can map through walls very fast. And I can get out of a situation very fast.
We are going to need that.
Then tell me when.
Can I?
It might
before
be
I even
influenced
tell-
by what Brick gets.
I want to know before I tell Pim
Then
Pam.
let's get that. But this
While
is what
it's-
we're
while
doing
you're
is I'm
talking.
rolling learning, and
Yeah, yeah.
she
Okay.
wants to learn how personally she can use the tactics that he knows and his understanding of Pim Pam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
How do I do it? Then I'll roll learning. Should I just roll that number now?
Go ahead, yeah,
'Cause we're
for
gonna
the
function.
challenge event way. Yeah.
Yeah, the
rest of it-
conversation.
And what is the current disadvantage at? Or because of like fatigue 1, right?
You're now at fatigue 1, so yeah.
So a
One
legend point is a straight
Cancel
roll.
out. Yep. +1.
Serious.
2. Sweet. So that puts you at
Oh,
advantage.
what is that? We're a 4?
5.
Nice, guys. You're almost, yeah, halfway there.
Okay.
So now you're at advantage, so you get to keep the advantage die.
Good.
+2. This is interesting. Well, I think we'll stick with the CR20.
Nice. This could be an yeah. I think
25.
25. Success.
I want personal
Beautiful.
tactics.
That's cool. So mechanically success, and I think, yeah, the conversation is going to continue based on what you guys see. So, as you guys are looking through Quinn, while you're looking, and Aurora wraps the smoke and the darkness around you, and you can feel her cold breath breathing out. And I like the idea that you're still a little warm, so there's that almost steam idea again as you guys are next to each other. You're reaching and reaching for some kind of life, and it's almost like you're clawing your way through the ship, and there's this smallest gentle pulse, and it's not quite life. It's like the potential of life. And it's the only thing outside of the other people in here. It's the only thing you can latch onto. But it's in the engine room. You know that. You can feel it's down there.
Can I see everything else that's not life?
This is where Aurora's thing comes in as you're like reaching. You need something to anchor to. You
Okay.
anchor to this thing there. But you can't quite see. And that's when the shadows, and you can feel, maybe Aurora, you even take Quinn's hand. And you start to be able to see through her. And so both of you are extending your visions and abilities. So Aurora, you're seeing it as well.
Do we see them as themselves then? Because we're in the Sea of Stars, so you see their true selves. Are we seeing the actual people in the room, not these monsters?
That's a fascinating question. That's a really good point. What you would... Oh, man. 'Cause it's... what do you think? It's something else.
it would
You are not seeing their true selves, right? I would say no.
probably.
Sorry, this is a really good question. I wanna
We
answer
would
it.
need to talk about this.
We don't have a
Kristen from the system! Legend boy!
Can I whisper to you real quick?
Yeah, go, absolutely, go ahead.
The mic is right there.
That's an interesting thought. That's the ladder I was leaning towards, right? Because it's all done. It's like the ones that can't be pulled back.
There we go again.
High quality content here, guys. Can they not be? Yeah, like is it? I would say yes, right? Especially because it was the experimental phase.
What?
Are they people? I don't know.
I would probably say no.
They're not people. They're experiments.
Let's go with that. The latter, because that was my initial thought. I'm really intrigued by it, but I think that would be someone that's
yeah.
My
I mean,
guess.
they're
in the
outside
process
the
of,
stream,
right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, we can go with
Maybe
that.
we'll end with that. Okay. Hi, we're back. Buffering completed. You very specifically, they're like what you are seeing are
What Quinn's seeing, at least.
both of you are
We
getting
can-
to
I
see
can
this
see
as a
too?
team.
Cool.
Yes, because you're like seeing through each other's eyes. Quinn's giving you this anchor, and then you're looking at the undead. So there's this moment where you're holding hands and looking through life into death, effectively. In the Sea of Stars, you're seeing these husks of forms that are just hollow. You can tell they're hollow. They even like crack and break as they're trying to run, and the water in the Sea of Stars pulls away from them. Like it almost doesn't want to touch them. There's just these empty shells, and there's just fear, anger, and desire everywhere, and they're running at you, falling and collapsing and running around. And there's easily 1,000, if not more.
In the engine room?
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah.
I can't count them all. They're everywhere.
Brick, there's no way. But Brick, there's something else. Brick, in the midst of all the darkness, I mean, there's hundreds of them. There are so many. We couldn't count them all, but
Oh, and you do detect the two necromancer sails are down there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
Oh, both of them.
They're different in that
Yeah.
I can
Aurora
clearly
can
see them.
and yeah,
do they see her? They see us?
we'll find out.
No, that's not what I asked.
Confidence, though.
That was good.
I was hoping I'd make them slip. Okay.
You guys are doing pretty good.
Brick, there's the necromancers are there as well. Iliad was right. They came in somehow. They're in there, but they're not being attacked by anything. They're just in there. But Brick, there's one more thing. Brick, there's a light. There's one light. Out of all the darkness, out of all the unknown creatures that are down there, Brick, there's one light. It's very small.
life?
A light. I don't know what it is. It must be life. It's very different than anything else. But it's down there. It's in the engine room all by itself. There's only one. Whatever it is. I can't see it very clearly. It's very dim. And he takes a moment and he touches Archelon. Mm-hmm. It's very dim.
To Ajax, how fast is the engine coming online?
Minutes. They'll have it fully powered up. I don't know what they'll be able to do once it's powered up. That's the question. But whatever they're doing, I don't know. It slightly reminds me of whatever that Nori character put into our armor. I think they must be using something of the effect.
Maybe Ather. They can't have it.
They can't have what?
The ship.
So what do we do?
It's contagious, isn't it?
I don't know. All I know is if it's in my power, it has to end here. Even if that means I don't get home. Can you start a self-destruct?
I'll try.
Him?
Yeah.
We might.
Commander, we have a problem. I'm getting an error code. Self-destruct will not initiate. Essential module still on board. Priority 1 module.
Where is it?
Engine room.
What was that? What does that mean? What was a module?
The glass is made up of modules. Independently constructed pods that are connected together with a specific interface. How do we get it out? Can we eject it from here?
Originally, yes. Or at least the process could be started. It looked like it had to be manually moved. Unfortunately, the doors to open and remove it are damaged. I don't know if they'll be able to open it all. At least, not remotely. Something needs to push it as well. I think probably they had some kind of utility vehicle that would move it to eject it. And the problem is, this isn't something I can hack around. It's physically, as long as it is physically in contact with the ship, there is no option. It does not self-destruct.
Okay.
I have it activated. As soon as it's no longer touching the ship, the self-destruct sequence will begin.
Is it a piece of the ship? Like a door? Or
Not a door.
an object?
It's
A machine?
it's like a room.
A small room.
And okay. It's in the engine room.
Yes.
What about the hole in the hull?
That's unfortunately where the doors are damaged.
Okay. It's locked in. We can self-destruct as soon as it's gone.
As soon as it's no longer in contact with the ship, the self-destruct sequence will automatically begin. We will only have moments to get away, but...
Can we get to it from the outside?
Not the room itself, but unfortunately, the doors do have to be opened. Manually.
Okay.
Does it have to go... To be out of contact with the ship, does it have to not actually be on board, or could it be pulled into somewhere else?
I don't know precisely what would happen, but as long as it is not touching the ship, the self-destruct sequence will activate.
Are we still vacuum ready?
We are indeed.
All right. Okay. Start it.
It's already begun.
Start what? What are we doing?
Scorched Earth. We're blowing the ship.
I thought you just said we couldn't.
As soon as that module is no longer attached to the ship, the self-destruct sequence will begin.
Yeah, I got that. But how are we going to do that? It's a room.
It's a module. So, look, I'm going to handle that part. What I need everybody to do...
It's come back for the next episode of BombSquad!
That was so good!
Thank you. This has been another fantastical episode of BombSquad, an Avenue Studios production. Do give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to follow the adventure. You can further support us and become a part of the ever-growing force known as Avenue Studios by joining our locals or Patreon community. Doing so not only helps us continue to create high-quality content, but you'll also gain access to bonus content, as well as our private Discord where you can chat with us, play games, watch movies, and so much more. Don't forget to check the links in the description below for the sound, music, and ambience that we use, as well as Interplanar Crossroads, Dadbod Fitness. Join us for After Quest on Rumble live Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And thank you so very much for joining the adventure. We will see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you.